Good evening to all and welcome to the session. Before we go to the session, I would like to talk about special price week. The course fee 15% reduced by 15%. Not only that, if you use my referral code, what is my referral code? You all know that Murthy 10. If you use my referral code, you get additional 10%. That means what? Total 25% you get. It is one fourth of the course fee. And the last date, it is 24th September, that is tomorrow. Offer valid till 24th September. 25%, not one has to think of it, a good offer. And you can go to all these 1 month subscription, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year subscription. And actual special price and amount saved, how much you can save. Now let us go to the actual session. Read the sentence. Today I have brought 25 sentences, questions, all based on grammar knowledge, a few based on contextual awareness. Just have a look and try to spot the error. I would rather to die than beg. So where is the error? I think the net there is about 20 seconds time lag, but now I see Mondale says second option, and rather die private working aspirant. Shristi also says second part. There's one pattern in English. What is that pattern? Would rather plus than. Would rather than. But in between, we have to use a verb. Here, I would rather. We don't have to use a preposition to. I would rather die than beg. Then it is correct. I would rather. I would rather go there than be here. Only an example. I would rather go there than be here. So, what is the pattern over here? Would rather, focus on would rather, then you have the verb and the word than. Here we don't have to use to. I would rather die than beg. Simple, short sentence. Good evening. Short sentence. Not that difficult. But if you don't know the pattern, then it becomes a problem. In spite of, this is not the actual error. Do remember, whenever you have to write in spite of, you should write as three separate words. In spite of. Don't write as two words, in spite one word of one word. But that is not the actual error. In spite of the doctor's stern warning, stern means very strict. Stern warning means what? Strict warning. Latika continued taking sugars in her milk. Now, where is the error? Third part. That is right. What is wrong with the third part? In English, when we talk about nouns, we have two types of nouns. What are they? One is countable, the other one is uncountable. If you take sugar, can you count sugar? You cannot count. Sugar is uncountable noun. Based on that, there is an error in the third part. We should not say sugars, it should be sugar. Continue taking sugar in her milk. This is a bit difficult. You got to read very carefully. Our office building comprises, usually they give in the exam, comprise of is not correct. Consist of is correct. That is not nothing wrong with that. Our office building comprises what? 7 floors. Read, try to spot nothing wrong with the first part. No, 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 no. Comprise does not take off. That's a common error. They have given in so many exams. Never use the preposition of after comprise. That is not correct. Consist takes off. That's why I have written here. Comprise of wrong. Consist of correct. So nothing wrong with our office building comprises what? 7 floors. You cannot use a conjunction and here. 7 floors with a restaurant at the top in an area of about 800 square meters. 7 floors and a restaurant. That is not practically possible. It has to be on one of the floors. 7 floors, on one of the floors, you come across a restaurant. So we have to say our office building comprises 7 floors with a restaurant at the top in an area of about 800 square meters. This is not an easy question. That's why at the outset, I caution you guys, star mark. Why star mark? Not an easy one. Got it? Thank you. That's good. I appreciate. Please go to question number 14. Question number 4. Please note that you will be eligible for the voucher only if you had received this email. This is an easy one. Definitely not easy. I do agree. Fourth one, someone says, Shrishti says third part. Private working aspirant says fourth part. Yes, there is an error in the third part. Now, all of you listen very carefully. Another batch, I saw a few students, they could not spot the error. But this is an easy question. How? Now, listen very carefully. When you read a sentence, whenever you come across the word if, become alert. Then you have to think of conditionals or conditional sentences. Any conditional you come across, we have broadly 3 types of conditionals, total 4 conditionals. Any conditional has 2 clauses. One is main clause, the other one is if clause. First, you have to focus on the main clause. Tell me what is the main clause over here? Answer my question. What is the main clause? Please note that you will be eligible. The clause with if clause, the clause without if, main clause. Here, main clause is in future tense. Which tense is it? Future tense. Then you can decide main clause in future tense, then if clause should be in present tense. Then it is known as open conditional. You should be able to make out which conditional is this. Open conditional. Open conditional, what are the 2 tenses? Main clause we use future tense. It is in future, nothing wrong. If clause we use present tense. But here it is not in present. It should be if you receive. If you receive, you will get selected if you work hard. You will speak fluently if you practice. Do you understand? An easy question, provided you focus on the word if and think of conditionals. Then you focus on the main clause, it is in future. Then you know for sure it question is about open conditional. Open conditional, main clause future tense, and if clause present tense. Here it is in past perfect, which is not correct. It should be in present. If you receive, there ends the matter. I hope you guys got it. Yes, sir. No, sir. Something has to be said. An easy question. If you would still accepting posts, please let me know so that I can put together a draft for your approval. Thank you. Where is the error here? Mondal says first part, Soumya, first part question mark. I don't know why. And Nagma says first part, and Shristi also says first part. Yes, there is an error in the first part. If you would still, but here there is a verb in ing form, then you have to understand, no, if I drop the word would, still it is not correct. It should be because the verb is in ing form. Then you have to use, if you are still accepting, what is a correct expression? If you are still accepting posts, you are still accepting, you are writing, you are accepting, which tense is that? Please answer my question. Present, continuous. No, you cannot change so many words. If you still accept, no, if you're still accepting, here we use present continuous. Context based, if you ask, sir, how can you say present continuous? Based on the context. If you're still accepting, I am ready to give something. If you are willing to accept, I am ready to give something. So, contextually speaking, it should be in present continuous. The old man has acquired experience through age. We use if you are ready to accept, another pattern. If you are ready to accept, I'm ready to give. That's another pattern. That's good. Where is the error? Question number 6. Fourth option. Got experience? No, no. Got goes more with informal English. Acquired goes with formal. Acquired experience, formal. And this is informal. Nothing wrong with that part. Who is this? Manohar Prasad, then Mondal. They say no improvement. That is the answer. There's nothing wrong with the sentence. The sentence is in which tense? Present, perfect. Here there is no time, and it talks about an action that happened in the past or from the past to the present. And when there's no time, we have to use present perfect. Based on that, the old man has acquired experience through age. Nothing wrong. The sentence is grammatically, contextually correct. Absolutely no problem. Water and soil pollutants find their entry into the body through ingestion. Ingestion, an important word. It means to take something in, usually water or food. They have given the same combinations: to take in, to swallow. Acquire has to get. Acquire means to get. Private working aspirant. Acquire knowledge, get knowledge. Acquire the rights, get the rights. Acquire possessions, get possessions. Typical combinations. Question number 7, no one has responded. First one, Mondal is the first one to respond. Then Balu Nayak. Oh, wonderful. Almost all the students, perfect. There is no error whatsoever. Water and soil pollutants, subject, find their entry into the body. How? Through ingestion of contaminated water or food. Perfect sentence, nothing wrong, no improvement is the answer. Question number 8 is rather easy, should not be a problem. One reading, you should be able to spot the error. I gave the answer while explaining. Question number 8, third part. Yes. Here, the clue for you, he met European lady. First time, we have to use the indefinite article and already have learned We have to use the indefinite article a before words or nouns that begin with a consonantal letter or a consonantal sound. European, yeah, that is a consonantal sound. Based on that, you need to use an article. No article, not correct. No article. And here, and cannot be used. We have to use a European lady. This expression is a clue. He met a European lady who works for an NGO at the conference. Answer is the third option. No, no, third option is the answer. I did not see you for a long time. Goes with everyday English. A unique, a European, a university, a universal law, a uniform, a one-eyed person, a 1 rupee coin. All these examples should be at your fingertips. Here, for a long time means what? From the past to the present. That is a context. Then we have to use present perfect tense. And this expression goes with conversational English. I did not see. Which tense is that? Past tense, not correct. I haven't seen you for a long time. I haven't done it for a long time. I haven't seen you for a long time. So which tense is this? Present perfect. Go to question number 10. In a long time, you can say that also. Yes, you can. It has been a long time, we say that also. So many phrases are there. The glass figurine that was being shown in the store window appealed to me. Shrishti has answered the first one to answer. I want Anisha also has answered. Same option. Yes, the glass figurine that was being shown. That is not correct. That was on display. When you go to a shop, you see something on display. There's a standard phrase, a standard expression. Something is on display. So, based on that, here it is purely based on contextual awareness and also exposure to the language. Based on that, 1 second you should be able to. No, 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 no. This is not correct. This is not correct. This is not correct. Answer is the second option that was on display. The context goes with shopping window. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to give two expressions. Have you heard of window shopping? Have you heard of this any time? Window shopping. What is window shopping? Imagine this is a street aerial view. There are shops here, and some people they simply walk. Whatever is on display, they just have a look and they don't buy. They don't go inside also. From outside, they just have a look. Whatever is displayed. Usually, some shops they have this. They have a look. They don't buy. Window shopping means just to see, just to have a look. Not they don't buy. Don't buy. They just have a look. They don't buy. That is known as window shopping. A lot of people do window shopping. Usually, if you go to big cities, the downtown, the busiest marketplace, and they're very expensive. A lot of people can't afford. So, what they do, they go to that place, time pass, exactly. That's what they do. And today, now we talk about malls. A lot of people go to malls. In my opinion, 90%, I reiterate, 90% do window shopping just to take selfies and for time pass, they go. They don't buy the stuff usually. There's one more expression I want you guys to learn. Have you heard of shoplifting? Practically, you cannot lift a shop at the outset. What is shoplifting? Shoplifting means this was a problem in the past in the US, in Europe, perhaps in our country also, but now it is not. What is the reason? Today, if you go to any shop, you come across every shop has CCTV cameras. Yes or no? CCTV cameras. So it is not easy to steal something from the shop. Shoplifting means steal something from the shop. Imagine someone goes to a stationery shop. They may steal pens or something in the shop. They may take and keep in the pocket. Now it is not possible because of these cameras. But stealing in a shop is known as shoplifting. Not aware of that. Once it was a problem. Western countries also. Exactly. I wanted to say that even now, some people are so smart with CCTV cameras on. They do that. They go for shoplifting. They steal, yes. Now another reason why it is not there, they use the tags, and while leaving, then they are caught. The tags are there, yes, of course. Let us go to question number 11. One should not question exactly shoplifting. One should not question what? No, it is not the second option. No, no. Oh, surprising. So what are you left with? Answer is the first option. One should not question what does not concern him. What should not think of what cannot be changed. This goes with everyday English. Don't think of something that is not important. That's a different pattern. One should not question what does not concern him. Answer is the first option. Usually, conversation English also we say, don't waste your time on what does not concern you. Don't waste your time on what is not related to you. We use the word what. That is a correct option. But many students have chosen the second option, not correct. Aristotle held that some persons are fit to rule, while others are fit to be ruled. Ruled what? The last word. If you are exposed to the language, it is easy. Oh, someone says first option, someone says second option. Answer is the first option. Aristotle held that some persons are fit to rule, while others are fit to be ruled over. Ruled over. That is a correct preposition. You won't believe Aristotle, that time itself, he classified people into three groups. The bottom rung, common people, they talk about events and persons. That is nothing but gossiping. Do you know the word gossiping? Three divisions. I'm going to give new information. Then you can respond. Gossiping, you all know the word gossiping. The society, any society, we have three groups. The bottom rung, common people, they talk about events, they talk about persons. It is nothing but gossiping. Second, the middle group, they talk about ideas, intellectual stuff, intellectual stuff. And the top rung, these are scholars, they contribute. Whatever they contribute, it goes down. They're knowledgeable people, they discuss ideas, intellectual stuff. But to the top rung, they go one step above, they contribute to the society. Common people, they talk about persons or events. Today also it holds good. Today also, if you take the society, we have three groups: those who talk about events and persons, those who talk about intellectual stuff, and those who contribute intellectual stuff. I hope you got it. Please go to question number 13. This is an important question. It is relevant. It holds good today also. There is no the fact that traditions have a greater hold on the public than anything else. More of gossiping. Yes. 13.2. Very good. This is not easy. There's a standard expression. What is it? There is no denying that, there is no denying the fact that all this one unit, do remember, it's a standard expression. There is no denying the fact that, then you add traditions have a greater hold or something. Very good. I appreciate those who have got it right. Not easy. Rohan for this company since 2007. Easy. There are two prepositions which are very important from the exam point of view: since and for. Oh, you're from West Bengal. Okay. Two tenses you have to think of: one present perfect, the other one present perfect continuous. No, no. Whenever you see since or for used as prepositions, think of two tenses: present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense, one of the two. But here the context talks about present perfect continuous. What does it mean? Some action started in the past, it is in the present, it may go into future. Future uncertain, so dots. That means 2007 that person joined in the company. Now he is with the company, present 21. He will continue working. Then how do you express that in English? Rohan has been working for this company since 2007. And which tense is this? Present perfect continuous tense. I have been teaching. I started the session at 7:30. If someone comes and asks, "What are you doing?" My answer, I have been teaching since 7:30, or I have been teaching for the last half an hour. Time period, we have to use for. Specific time, we have to use since. So answer is the first option, beyond any doubt. I think almost all the students have got it right. First option. Very good. This is again based on tenses. When my mother entered the house, I sleeping. Here something happened in the past. Something happened in the past. That time something was going on. Something happened, for that we use past tense. My mother entered the house. That is past. That time something was going on. What was going on? I was sleeping. That is past continuous. It is not had been, it is not should be, it is not would be, it is the third option. Third option. And if you take past continuous tense, when I teach tenses, past continuous tense, I teach my students three uses. First one, it's a combination of past tense plus past continuous tense. This one. While I was studying, he came, or he came while I was studying. When I went home, my mother was cooking. My mother was cooking when I went home. It's a combination of past tense plus past continuous tense. What is the second use? Past continuous plus past continuous tense. Two actions going on at the same time in the past. While I was studying, he was sleeping. While she was cooking, he was playing. Both the clauses are in past continuous. What is the third use of past continuous tense? We use it to express the continuity aspect in the past. Imagine it started raining at 9:30 last night and morning till morning it rained. Then what do you say? It was raining the whole night. It was raining the whole night. Yes, she was driving while I was studying. Correct. Now 16 to 20, they go with reported speech, indirect speech. How do you deal with these questions? First, you have to focus on the reporting verb. It is in past. Then the tense is changed to a corresponding past tense. I'm surprised, present changes to past. We had such a late lunch, past changes to past perfect. So, what is the answer? If you are good at tenses, you can easily answer these. You need only a few seconds, not more than that. Four, very good. Who is that? Just focus on the key words. Reena had told, you cannot change the reporting verb. Reena was saying, reporting verb cannot be changed. Said, said. Had been telling, no. Here, said may change to told. Rajat told Reena that I am surprised changes to he was surprised. You want changes to she wanted, present to past. We had, that is past, changes to past perfect. They had had such a late lunch. This is a very good question. Many students, when they see had, first reaction, oh, something is wrong with this. How can we use had two times? But nothing wrong. Look at this sentence. I had my breakfast or lunch, whatever. Which tense is this? Past tense. I have had my breakfast, present perfect. If I have to change it to past perfect, I had had my breakfast. This is past perfect. I had had my breakfast before I came here. I had had my lunch before I came here. Two times had. I have given clearly who is that Soumya. Here I had. If your question is, so where to use past perfect tense, then answer, imagine two actions happened in the past, one after the other, the first action, the second action. For the first action, you have to use past perfect. For the second action, you have to use past tense. Example, they had started the program before I went to there. First, they started the program, then I went to there. If two actions happen in the past, one after the other, for the first action you should use past perfect tense. For the second action you should use past tense. I will give a simple example. Imagine last night movie started at 9:30 and you went to the theater at 9:45. Which is the first action? Movie started 9:30. Which is the second action? You went to the theater 9:45. How do you express this sentence in English? The movie had started. We use a conjunction before. There are four conjunctions, but usually before. The movie had started before I went to the theater. For the same idea, you can also say the movie had started by the time I went to the theater. The movie had started when I went to the theater, or I went to the theater after the movie had started. I went to the theater after the movie had started. All the four sentences talk about the same thing. What is it? Two actions that happened in the past, one after the other. For the first one, past perfect. For the second one, past tense. I hope it's clear. Someone wanted me to repeat. Please respond. Is that clear? Where to use past perfect? Now let us go to question number 17. The sales, this is very difficult and the option answer is not acceptable, but there's no choice. No, no, nothing wrong with that. Who said that? Where is here in place of before, you can use by the time or you can use when. Nothing wrong with that. You can use before, by the time, when, one group individually. Here, the sales girl said, "Forgive me, but this dress is already sold." Here, this changes to that. That is a clue for you. Is changes to was, present changes to past. Based on that, first option is not correct, and hold the second option. Third option, this is there, not correct, and fourth one, this is there, not correct. What is the answer? The second option, but it's not convincing. The salesgirl begged forgiveness and regretted that that dress was already sold. It doesn't sound convincing, but only four options, and you have to select the second option. But do remember, the word beg has two different meanings. One is actual meaning, you all know, beg for something. Another meaning, a request. I beg you means what? I request you. That is another meaning. One is ask for something. Answer is the second option. Other options cannot be considered. Don't use a mobile while crossing the road, I said to him. I beg your pardon. Yes, that is old English. Now people say sorry, come again, and short form, pardon, all are acceptable. I told him to not to. That is not correct. I advised him not to use his mobile while crossing the road. Seems right. You cannot change. I am advising. You cannot change the reporting verb. I said him not to use. I said him. That is grammatically not correct. So what is the answer? It is like advice. I advised him not to use his mobile while crossing the road. I will be 25 tomorrow, said Vidushi. Reporting verb is in past. Then will changes to would. Tomorrow changes to next day. Based on that, quickly, not correct. And hold the second option. Will not correct. Then had told. You cannot use had told. It should be. Vidushi said that she would be 25 the next day. Answer is the second option. If you're good at tenses, these are all nothing. A few seconds you can get. Kapil said, this is a little complicated, to his team. If you don't perform present tense in this match, this changes to that. You will not get a place in the team. Will changes to would. Based on that, you don't perform, not correct. And you changes to they. They did not perform well in that match. They would not get a place in the team. If you're really good at English grammar, you don't have to go beyond. You can stop here. Answer is the second option. But safe side, because while taking the exam, you're under tremendous pressure. Have a look at other options and eliminate. Want to his team. Want his team is correct. And you cannot use present. You cannot use will. You cannot use present. You cannot use will. So, what is the answer here? The second option. Nothing wrong. Don't make your own combinations. Private working aspirant. Kapil warned his team that if they did not perform well in that match. So why do you think something is wrong with that plus if? Nothing wrong with that. In English, all of you please remember, don't be hasty. That is very dangerous. All of you remember, I've seen a lot of students, they have fixed ideas. After two, it should be, I don't want to use that expression, the verb in the basic form. Not always. English has so many patterns, exceptions. So first you have to read the sentence, understand the context, and everything is in place. That is correct. Hmm. You thought only if is correct. What does it mean? No, no, there's nothing wrong with the second option. That is the answer. But your objection, you want to, that if, that is the element of doubt, right? Nothing wrong with that. Fine. Now 21 to 25, they go with active voice and passive voice. Here again, you have to be good at tenses. First, you have to make out which tense the given sentence is, whether it is an active voice or passive voice. I don't know what exactly you're trying to find out, not very clear, but nothing wrong with that option, private working aspirant. Answer is the second option, nothing wrong with that. What exactly you wanted to find out, not clear, I won't be able to help you. Ananya plucks, which tense is this? Present tense. Then passive voice, you need the helping verb to be in the present form and the main verb in past participle. You cannot change the tense. He is plucked. But here, what is the subject? Fresh flowers. Fresh flowers, object becomes a subject and are plural verb plucked by Ananya. Answer is the fourth option. Active voice, passive voice, tenses don't change. A lot of students get confused. Speech and voice. Do remember, only speech tenses change. Voice tenses don't change. Answer my question. He was given a book. Is it active voice or passive voice? First question. He was given a book. Active voice or passive voice? Only then you have to go to the options. No, no. Is it active voice or passive voice? It is passive voice. And which tense is it? Was given. Past tense. Then you have to look for active voice past tense. Has, gave, grammatically wrong. Give, grammatically wrong. And will be given future passive voice, not correct. So what is the answer here? She gave him a book for his birthday. This is active voice, past tense. Tenses are the key. And remember SSC, a lot of questions on two topics, active voice, passive voice, direct and indirect. By whom were you taught? Again, is it active voice or passive voice? Were you taught? By whom were you taught? It is passive. And which tense is it? Past tense. But question, interrogative form. Based on that, teaching, not correct. Will teach, not correct. Whom are you teaching? No. Answer is the first option. Past tense. Who taught you mathematics? By whom were you taught mathematics? We were given. Is it active voice or passive voice? Passive voice. And is it past tense or some other tense? Past tense. Here, subject is understood. In every option they have given, they. So you have to look for past tense active voice. Have given present perfect, not correct. Gave us, hold that one. Will give future, not correct. They give us present tense, not correct. So what is the answer? Second option, they gave us very little time to prepare for the presentation or prepare the presentation. Easy. This is a bit difficult, not that easy, but still you can answer. It is time to serve dinner. Don't touch the clause, it is time. It is dinner serving time. That is not correct. It is time so dinner should be served. No. It is time for dinner to be served. To be served is in passive voice. It is time that dinner is served, not correct. So, what is the answer here? It is time for dinner to be served. That is in passive. I think same question repeated. That's all for today. Hope you guys have got enriched. And do remember 12 noon, holistic vocabulary. I teach idioms, one word substitutes, synonyms, antonyms, misspelled words, phrasal verbs, and editorial words. All and 60 minutes you can learn about 50 words. So much enrichment. 12 noon, Unacademy platform, special classes. These are free classes, special classes. And you have to use my referral code, Murthy10. And also do remember tomorrow is a deadline. You can get 25% offer, discount 25%. 15%, you use my referral code 10%, total 25%, one fourth of the course fee. And tomorrow is a deadline. Do remember. Thanks for being with me till 8:15. Good night. I will see you